right, let's go. Lower bracket round 1. Spiral versus Insuperable. Spiral may be a little surprising to see him here, but that's what you get when you off-race. Once again, this is the HeroesHearth Invitational for Warcraft 3. $500 for the winner, $300 for the runner-up. Third and fourth place gets $200, and if you end up 5th to 8th place, it's still $100 for participating. So we will say goodbye to 2 players after this round, or this lower bracket round 1. Spiral versus Insup first, and then Hitman versus Neutron, the rematch.
I really like what I'm seeing here. We have Insup going for the ghoul build again. Unlets today with 100% ghoul builds.
Yeah, you're right, man.
So far.
Pretty crazy indeed.
And not going for a 6th Acolyte, so this is not looking like the Dreadlord Fast expansion. This is more sides playstyle. Insup I expect to be more aggressive, more contesting the map with perhaps knowledge. Okay, DK ghouls. Alright.
Alright.
So that could be like old school tier 3 frenzy shebangs, Dowak style.
I was about to drop that Dowak bomb as well. He impressed me so much with that back in the early 2010s that it's stuck with me. And on paper, it makes sense, right? If your kiting is great, all you need is a couple of fiends. Like you bait Wyvern with that build, and then all you need is a couple of fiends. You web them down, you kill them with ghouls. In theory, this is fairly easy. And makes sense, but we'll see. On the other side, Spiral, the lightning god with the Farseer.
Yeah, I don't think Spyro's going to play the 1-base Windrider Rush. He really likes playing Expo. That's what I'm expecting. Tier 2 tech, TC on Tier 2, and then play with the expansion backup, and then mass Tier 2 units. Might be Windriders, but more likely like Headhunters and Grunts and Raiders. Gonna all rely on a pretty solid early game for the Farseer. Would love to get level 3 early. A timely level 2 Woofies is very strong against him.
Yeah, if you don't have the spell, these Woofies are gonna wreck the fiends. Insup is going with the ghouls towards the Ogre Warrior as well. So how aggressive is this Farseer going to be? With the claws of attack, this might be a couple of early ghoul kills there.
And the dangerous thing, of course, also about going up against these ghouls is you don't have the Blade Master Windwalk to pop you out of surrounds. And they have to rely on the hero and the good movement.
Going for the Rock Golem early.
Oh, I like that.
This looks a little risky.
You just have to not get creepjacked. It's all fine here. Yeah, it's actually sometimes quite impressive how insanely fast you can creep with the ghouls. The danger is just if you get creepjacked, then you can be getting punished. But ghouls can actually creep a ton, especially on maps with lots of medium armor, like this one.
I've Turtle Rock back in the day. Still missed that map. But okay, also a big creep spot for Spiral, who has nice right-click damage. Tech has started as well. More grunts coming for Insup. The tech is coming. Graveyard transition. Stealing the shop away. Creep frenzy.
Level 3. Yep. It's also level 3 though for the Farseer. You would like to see Chain Lightning, Neo, wouldn't you?
Would love it. Against ghouls, man. You're gonna zap all of them.
Nah, dude, the Wolfie's way better. Oh, the Sentry Ward is so good for Insup. He's perfectly gonna know when this expansion is coming up.
Drop it. Quite some eyes on the map. Almost a ghoul intercepted. But now we fight head on.
Oh, surround. Does actually stick somehow. So this one's gonna die. The ghoul will as well. Oh my god. Has to use the speed scroll. That's a ghoul well worth it. For a speed scroll and a grunt.
Yeah, he used
but now... If Insup gets the surround there, dude, how crazy would that be?
Get some nice hits off on that Farseer. And all that Insup can lose now is like one more ghoul. Heal scroll really helpful. The ghouls are still hungry, even for that rotten meat.
Thank you, by the way. Say so NZ with the 22 months and their Joker X with the 3 months. So, TC is coming. Bestiary, oh, he is going double Bestiary Windriders. Really? Okay.
Did he see this, though?
Yeah, he has a sentry there.
Ah, alright. Let's still see the Bestiary in the back.
Yes.
A player's forces are under
Sentry
attack.
range is insane.
Sentries are really good. So, okay, he can react accordingly. With an early web is what he needs. Lich is coming. Wolf Scout for Spiral and the Expo comes up. But also here, the Sentry Ward reveals everything.
Little ghoul run by towards the south is going to cancel the Great Hall by itself. Can the Farseer see this before it arrives? Not really. As the DK harassing. This is pretty cool. It's not something you normally expect when you're the Orc. You expect the other to be creeping. The Farseer is the one to harass. And the TC should be the one left without being annoyed. But Insup turns it around.
A town is under siege.
And with that, TC leveling delayed. Expo cancelled. And this game plan for Spiral so far isn't working out too well.
Yeah, if he wants to go double Wyvern, which he doesn't now, it's super expensive, and without an expansion you can't really do it. So we go Raiders first. Still able to transition then. But Mass Raiders, not a big fan, I gotta say.
DK, by the way, plenty of coils. And I imagine it's Nova first. So this could be quite a bit of damage.
You're right, sir. And he finds his target, of course, once again, thanks to the Sentry Ward.
Sentry Ward, totally balanced.
Wow. Oh, it's gonna hurt. Nova on the TC, not on the grunts. Maybe a little greedy.
Oh, he's surrounded. Oh, but the Lich also copying a lot of damage. Coil? Too late! That was not on cooldown. Big mistake by Insup.
People underestimate the chain lightning damage. It remains true. He trades it eventually against the level 1 TC. So what's
And
more
Raiders looking
important?
for more kills. Pretty even, I'd say.
Depends on how
But
many
here, it's the ghoul kills in the retreat that really make a difference now. And this is starting to favor Spiral quite a bit. His expansion is coming up.
A player's forces are under attack.
But they're just going to be out soon in a moment here. The orb is ready. Spiral needs to make sure not to overextend.
First two fiends are out. Tier 3 is ready. No frenzy yet, but the orb... Huh? It doesn't have the resources yet. There we go. And Spiral is trying to expand once again.
Yeah, this one will be finishing here, it seems. Insup used a lot of his mana. DK completely dry. Frenzy upgrade coming in now. Oh, Farseer. Can he steal the last hit? Oh, he got it! That's a really big deal.
Well done.
Oh, but walks into a surround almost. Oh boy, Farseer needs to be careful.
How much do you guys miss the observer clicking on critters, by the way, chat? Just asking.
Yeah, you're right. We had quite a bit of
A player's forces are under
quite a
attack.
bit of critter focus, didn't we?
Ghouls are pretty fast. Still can't reach. And the peons are making their way over. The Great Hall is up.
Yeah, the lumber here for Insup isn't working out too well. Normally, right now, you want to add in a Dark Ranger, but doesn't have the lumber required. So instead, he's going to the shop. Heal Scroll. And Scroll of the Beast. This is going to be good support for the ghouls. Spiral up at 52. This is the big moment of the game. If Spiral holds here, he should win.
Takes care of the peons first. Maybe to have some corpses. One destroyer in the air getting sniped immediately. Is there a potential Coil Nova target on the Farseer? He is trying to, but can't reach for the one last hit. Scroll the Beast pushed now.
So ends up going for hero kills already plenty of times earlier against the human player Cash. TC in trouble, dropping low, needs to be so careful, he dies! But the Lich might be following in a second, indeed he does. Chain Lightning coming in, and this big Orc army is suddenly easily able to push the Undead away.
Just too much. Uh-oh, surround. This is a town portal as well. Kind of force him to re-engage with the ghouls to break him free. There must be more end snare soon. He has 3 raiders here. Backs off though.
Insub's push doesn't work out. And Spiral. Great position now for him. Is he going to go for the red cap? This would be almost level 5 on the Farseer. May want to save it for the TC though, who's going to be back soon again. But yeah, Spiral, 60 supply, producing more and more. Getting stronger and stronger. This game looking great for him.
TC back for 60%. Wyvern added now for damage. How many fiends do we have? Wait, not a single one. Ooh. Ooh, that's bad.
Not a single one.
So, how do you counter the Wyvern exactly?
Kill everything else, I guess.
Ah,
If it's only Wyvern left.
Okay.
It's not that bad.
yeah, that sounds easy.
Here comes the Dark Ranger finally. Speed scroll, Spiral thinking about running away, but the TC's on his way here, so he can actually engage into this fight. It's just so much stuff. It's so much Orc brawn. I think Lich without level 3 isn't where he needs to be against his army.
That Nova was sweet though. 2 Wyvern in the air, and he realizes he needs fiends. He doesn't even have a web yet. There's no easy solution to these Wyvern.
Yeah, this is so simple to micro now for Spiral. Just throw in a couple of ensnares, keep on chasing. Maybe stomp one day if you don't get silenced. Oh, big ensnare on the destroyer. And the stomp.
Oh,
Oh, doesn't even stomp.
not yet. He's full mana, waiting for level 3. There we go, instantly going for it, and there's no one better to kill heroes than Spiral. 1-0 for the German. That patience, man, waiting for the level 3.
Once again, the early game looked good by Insub. Gets decent creeping going, gets the expansion cancel, but then goes a little too deep, trying to kill off the TC instead of killing off the easier targets of grunts and raiders. Goes for the surround with a squishy second hero, loses him, and kind of loses the game with that. Man, this is it's a shame of a play day so far for Insub. Always having these good earlies and then 1 or 2 mistakes and he gives it all away.
It's a lot of experience he gathers here, I'm pretty sure. But again, experience prevails and just nice execution by Spiral, who seemingly always traded better. Game's up.
Game is up. And Northern Isles will be our second one. The ghoul build can be utilized pretty well here, actually. If perhaps you can go for the merchant creep or the natural creep, this can be plenty of experience for those ghouls quickly early on. But of course, same goes for the Farseer. This was a super fast level 4 Farseer.
Game is down again. Okay. There we go. There we go. Okay. We have a new host and it's all up. for Spiral to show up. Afterwards, we're gonna have Hitman, North American Pride up against Neutron, the Warcraft scene's greatest troll.
Who had a great cast as well at DreamHack with Todd and you, with a lot of bouncing back and forth.
Yeah, you can ask Todd how great he found it.
Nobody cares.
That line, man. Ugh.
What's up, Neo? Still feeling a little exhausted?
Me? No, not at all.
I must say, I was expecting to be more awake after 13 hours, but it seems like I need another 13 tonight. And then we're gonna be back.
Okay. We're in. Spiral is in. Some other castles are in. Let's go.
Let's go.
Could be the first player eliminated here. Insuperable did really well in show matches recently. Against Todd and against Grubby. But here... good starts, but couldn't carry it into the finishing line.
And I guess that's always the downside of the Ghoul openings. You know, when you play Fiend opening, it doesn't have the most punch in the early game, but it's a really easy transition. And it's like, you know, you go from 2, 3 to 4 Fiends, you get tier 3, you get 2 statues, you get 5 Fiends, and normally you lose nothing before, and you know, now you're strong. But when you play Ghouls, you want to look for damage before that. You need to kind of evaluate how strong are you right now? How strong is Hero right now? If I go for Frenzy, is there going to be enough strength for me to force a fight, or is his Stomp too strong already? It's a lot more difficult to exactly gauge what situation you're in. And whether it's a smart idea to look for hero kills, for example. As we saw on that first map, that was the wrong call for the Lich.
Unfortunately so. We are just waiting for Insup to start this game, as he apparently is the host. Spiral is ready.
Perhaps putting on his winter hat.
Here we go. Match number 2, match points for Spiral, who surprisingly got thrown down to the lower bracket earlier, but he was off racing with Human. So I hope everything's fine now. Will you post these games on YouTube? Yes. Probably tomorrow.
Yeah, tonight's gonna be a long night for us. First the cast here, and then the Todd Town Hall meeting right after. After Neo has had a sip of rum. I'm looking forward to later so much, dude. Oh, it's gonna be so good.
The thing is, though, the cast with you today is a lot of fun, so I feel a lot better. Which is kind of bad for what I originally wanted to do, but I'm pretty sure I'm getting in the mood, especially when Incinerator opens up as well.
Oh yeah, Incinerator. He's gonna have some things to say. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting later, guys. If you don't have to get to bed too early, tune in.
Even if you do, just stay up. So show some dedication. So, Spiral with the lead in the upper right of Northern Isles, and the bottom left is Insup. Fighting uphill once again.
Dude, that shop triggers me.
Why?
That shop is like asking to be killed. And I think he only put it there because his ghoul was blocking the creation in the back. Like, there's a really good position for the shop right there. Like where the graveyard is right now. Oh, I don't like that.
Especially
me as the architect undead, not fond of this in the slightest.
Especially if your opponent goes like Farseer into Raiders, which is known for base races. Yeah, that is quite an invitation.
Yeah, if you're playing against an orc, never make your shop like this, guys.
Except if you want to trigger Remo.
Yeah,
Go for
if
it.
that's your goal, then yes, that's the way to do it. Not 2 borrowed tech here by Spiral this time. Oh, fast 1 borrowed tech. That's unusual. Especially on this map. It's pretty hard to creep the natural gold mine.
Players' forces are under attack.
So I kind of expect that one only to be crept with a TC second than later. Interesting. Green camp for the Farseer. Oh, does not get the Acolyte, actually. The Creeps will claim that one. Can't click on the item. Ah, there it is.
Me neither, man.
Replenishment potion.
Okay, pretty nice. Pretty
Oh, yeah.
nice.
Look, actually the Farseer, there's a frog. Do you want to click on it 20 times?
No. I only click
Why
on
not?
I only click on penguins.
Penguin.
Penguin.
How many penguins do we have on this map, Neo? Oh, if you don't know that, then you're not a true penguin fan.
Minimum of 2. I would say 4.
I'm not sure either, but I think it's only 2.
Oh.
It's at the arachnithids. One at the top, one at the bottom.
It's a rare species.
It's pretty unlikely. Like, why isn't it penguins everywhere, by the way? Why is it frogs? As if frogs could
Players'
survive
forces
in
are
this
under
icy
attack.
water. Dude, my immersion is completely broken now. You know, until now, I thought Northern Isles was a really good map,
Yeah.
but I have to change my view.
Yeah,
I mean, come on. Not even zoologically accurate.
I mean, Blizzard developers are actively looking for map suggestions, so feel free.
Into being quite greedy here, not going for a narrow tower in the main. Trying to squeeze out every little thing.
We have tier 2
A player's
finished, and now the
forces are
question
under
for Spiral is, what's your game plan? A normal tier 3, 1 beastery, 2 beastery, expansion with it, no expansion with it? Lots of options now.
Quite unusual. Just both being like, yep, level 1, this is fine.
Yep.
Don't need any level ups.
Oh, almost a grunt around with the skeletons, but the rest of the army takes care of this easily.
Oh,
player's
one woofy
forces
kill would
are
be the
under
level up for the
attack.
DK.
Fiend is pretty hurt, DK is pretty hurt, but there's plenty of corals to use. So, Spiral, what do we have? 1 beastery and a Warmo. Plus a Shadowhunter second.
Oh! Oh!
Yeah.
What? No, it's a TC.
TC.
Right.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Sorry. What are you talking about?
We're talking about.
Sorry, old man. Bad eyes. What's
Well,
up?
almost lasted by the farce here, but not quite. DK gets it. And the aura.
A player's forces are under attack.
Oh, wow. Ends up going to the merchant camp. I mean, it's pretty likely to expect that the TC is creeping up very defensively, but still. This is kind of risky.
Yeah. Like sometimes we see a very aggressive Shadowhunter. Very, very unlikely. But we've seen
Insup
it.
so wants to go for Nova first.
Yep. He got it.
A player's forces
Coil
are
Nova.
under attack.
Bye bye. Farseer. That was quick and easy.
Nice.
That Nova first paid off.
It's still time, though, for the TCs to creep the natural. Farseer will be back soon. But Farseer's gonna have a tough time getting to level 3 this game. I can tell you that much.
Pendant of Energy and Ring of Protection is pretty good for this TC.
Oh, yeah.
player's
get some
forces are
headhunters.
Lots of
under
damage in
attack.
this camp. It needs a statue quite badly.
Yep. Again, a late stat. Is that a wolf? I thought for a second he got the last hit.
Oh, and snare coming in. Only one coil available. This could be a fiend kill right here. Should be a fiend kill pretty easily. Oh, nice stomp. Wow.
A town
Wow, what a player.
Seriously, like 3 targets. 3 important targets. Speed scroll trying to get in range again, but misses the hurt fiend. This one should...
surround.
He could be able to... Yeah, save it. There we go. Oh, the end snare. And that's the second fiend kill. Spiral's coming back.
It's spiraling out of control.
Wah, wah, wah.
I bet you guys have never heard that one before.
No,
I
never.
know.
No caster has ever said that.
I've just blown your minds. Ghoul's coming out.
Expansion coming up.
Oh, this is looking so sad for instance. This is looking real bad.
Yeah, what's the play? Spiral seems so stable.
Lich not even level 2. So easy now to micro against this without the undead having Nova.
Book of the Dead is also a lot of damage, a lot of sustain. Chain Lightning coming in. Everything's quite hurt for Spiral.
Yeah. This is looking like the double G's right here.
Oh, Stormbolt. It doesn't have the damage to kill him. So there should at least be a TP out.
Actually, Spiral's fighting his way back pretty well. The TC.
Loses the Grunt in the Raider in the end. But all time for this expansion. 50%. Insup, can you punch
Players'
super
forces
quick
are
and
under
dirty?
attack.
Nope. Just creeping up.
This was pretty well held there in the middle for Insup. I thought it was completely over already, but no, he fights back well. With the statues on the ground, anything is doable.
By the way, chat is saying there are frogs that can survive minus 40 degrees. They can slow down the heartbeat and fell into stasis, so it's perfectly fine. Yeah, thing is, these frogs here, they're not in a stasis.
And that's like hibernation, exactly.
Yeah.
Like that's when they're like
Forces are
just
under
like being huddled up in the corner,
Yeah,
surviving.
yeah.
These frogs are hopping around.
Yep.
They're having a good time in the snow
Yep.
and the ice.
Well, until they got killed and 2 skeletons are raised.
We have another froggy next to the TC. Click, 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 click.
No.
Oh,
No.
here's the Dark Ranger.
Close +9, we have Kodos, we have Headhunters.
A town
Little
is
lack
under
of
siege.
Raiders, no? Intimate attacking into the Peons and into the Great Hall. But can he break it? He's getting some ghouls here in. But... Wait, oh, TC is far behind the rest of the army.
Marcy a little far forward, needs to be careful. He is quite squishy. And Snare should go into the Destroyer. And there it is. Oh, aggressive once again with the Coil Nova focus. The Farseer 1 hit away from dying. Oh my goodness. And he's still standing there. Spiral, are you serious? Ooh.
Bolts of Steel. But there's... He could just turn around and... Exactly this happened.
Yeah, that was quite dumb. Sorry, Spiral, but that was very unnecessary.
Well, again, solo experience for the TC, and that's what you want, I guess, the most.
TC looking for the next big stomp. He's got it ready. Boom.
Wow.
Doesn't hit the Fiend though.
He wants this Destro. Is an End Snare ready soon? Yes, the Headhunter doesn't even need it. The Nova was big, level 4 on the TC.
Oh, big stomper.
Oh, yeah. All 4 units that were there. Another Fiend dead. The Ghoul dies as well. Oh, wow, this is so much experience for this TC. Holy shit.
No bad words, Neo. Come on.
Sorry.
Family-friendly stream.
Sorry. Bye-bye, Dark Ranger. Oh, Invo
Ranger.
Potion swap. That was sweet.
Oh. Dude, this level 2 endurance is really good.
It's really fast.
He's so fast. He's like Sonic the Hedgehog. I never played that, actually.
It's pretty fun.
Oh, Lich close to 3, though. Quite a few kills have gone Insup's way as well, especially that Farseer, who's not back yet, but back soon.
TP transfer.
TP transferred. Radar was there, ready with the ensnare. Spiral lost a few units, but still has 50 supply. Insup only 35.
And Spiral expansion up as well. Farseer's back on level 2. And Insup, what now? Still not the levels he needs with 3-2-1. And no TP anymore. This is so dangerous against the Stomp.
Or danger. Dangerous, as Steve Irwin would have said. Oh, Farseer again very far forward. Speed scroll to make sure he's not getting nuked this time. Nuke does get the Kodo. Oh, and the invul breaks out of the silence. The TC has a big stomp. Oh my god. The stun on the ghoul is quite impressive.
Drops the Pendant of Energy before using the mana potion, so this is nice. Chain Lightning to follow it up. Now level 3. GG, good luck. Next, Insup taps out. Germany advances into the round 2 of the lower bracket. And the Canadian has been eliminated.
What's up with all these 2-0s today, man?
Insup 0-4. Spiral at least equalizing his stats so far. The Orc race suits him a little better. And Insup, very nice ideas, but needs still a little more experience.
So we have one matchup left, Neo.
Indeed.
Hitman versus Neutron for our final day. Final match.
Final day. No. It's the first day. We continue tomorrow, but not before we conclude the lower bracket round 1. DreamHack Anaheim rematch. The US American Hitman versus Neutron, who's currently also in Los Angeles. So stay tuned for another Orc vs Night Elf. Be right back.